To begin with, we really needed to establish what the issue was. So that meant I came along to Bridport Christmas Cheer back in December. For that event, we also not only got perception survey data from the members of the public, we also looked at actually what waste was going in the bins and what was being littered on the ground. What we decided to do was spread the waste out on the floor and then use a drone to hover above the litter pile and the waste pile to get aerial footage of the waste below.
We all rely so heavily on the internet. We search and we take the facts and figures from that. We don't actually practically go out and talk to people, really experience it. And I think why this will work is because that's what they've done really, is gone out and just seen.
It was really important to get everyone together to start talking about what we can do, what the issues are, and finding some impactful solutions. I invited a range of people from event organisers, people that sit on the town council, as well as volunteers and community members that care passionately about litter and waste. 68% of people who were surveyed brought a reusable bag. Out of those people we surveyed, only 5% of them brought a reusable cup.
I think the analysis of what is produced is quite interesting. It's a bit nerdy, but it's kind of like how many bag ties there are and how many plastic and what sort of packaging food comes in.
The recycling side of the bins were always full. Always full, because everyone wants to recycle.
Just sitting down and having the opportunity to discuss the ideas, particularly about things like the deposit things and things, it probably crystallises ideas that we might have, but we haven't brought it to a forum such as this to put it down on paper.
The best way to move any project forward is to have an idea of where you want to go and then get like-minded people to work with you to get there.
Quite a few people here have been involved in events, so they've got quite a lot of experience.
It's about sharing ideas and hearing how different events that I'm not involved in and how they cope and how they manage with wasting event.
One of the things we talked about is this guidelines and to how we can enforce them more and make them more an actual requirement rather than just a guideline.
It'd be good to have a sort of a set of rules that are readily available so people organising events can actually sit down and do a tick list. Can we do this? Can we do that?
For refill.
The thing that I would quite like to push out more is the disposable cups. We have, things like at the bar and things like that. People could bring their own cups. The catering concessions, if people go and buy a cup of hot chocolate, they could have their own cup rather than get one that they're going to throw away.